All right, let's power up. Today, we're jumping into a brand new challenge, the Digital Defender Assessment Task. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to design your very own arcade game. But, this isn't just about chasing high scores. This is about protecting our entire digital world. Okay, let's get you briefed for your mission.
First things first, every great story starts with a choice, right? So who are you going to be? Are you going to be the hero, the one building the defenses and protecting all that important information? Or are you going to play as the villain? Maybe you'll be the virus or a massive data breach trying to bring the whole system down. The choice is totally yours, and it's going to shape the awesome game you create.
So, before you can build an epic game, you've got to know your enemy. In this first section, it's time to meet the villains. And these aren't your typical cartoon monsters. No, these are the real digital threats that are lurking online, just waiting for a chance to strike.
Okay, let's meet our first villain, phishing. Think of this one as a shape-shifting monster. It'll send you a message that looks totally real, like it's from your bank or maybe a game you play, and it's trying to trick you into giving away your secret passwords. It is an absolute master of disguise and one of the most common threats out there.
Next up, we've got a threat that, well, sometimes we actually create it ourselves, oversharing. This is kind of like walking through a forest and accidentally dropping little breadcrumbs of valuable info about yourself, like your location, your birthday, your pet's name. A clever villain can just follow that trail, pick up all those clues, and then use them against you. And finally, we have the classic weakness, the one we're all a bit guilty of, a weak password. I'm talking about using stuff like 123456 or just the word password. It's like going into a huge battle with a shield that's just full of cracks. I mean, it might look like it's protecting you, but it's not going to stop a real attack. A weak password just makes a villain's job way, way too easy. All right, so we know who the villains are. How do we fight back? Well, it's time to power up. Welcome to your official training arena, the Grok Learning Cybersecurity course. This is exactly where you're going to get all the skills you need to become a true digital defender. Getting into the arena is super simple. Just head over to grokklearning.com, click that big login button, hit the Use Microsoft tab, and then sign in with your school email. That's it. You're in. Your training is ready and waiting for you. Now, what's really cool about this training is the whole idea behind it. To build the absolute best defense, you actually need to learn how to think like your enemy. This course is going to teach you to see the digital world from a hacker's point of view, so you can spot the exact weaknesses they're always looking for. As you go through your training, you're going to fill your toolkit with some essential power-ups. You'll master how to create super strong passwords. You'll learn about something called multi-factor authentication. We'll get to that. You'll get amazing at spotting scams, and you'll understand how to share info safely. These are basically your special moves against all those digital villains. Let's just zoom in on one of the most powerful tools in that kit, MFA. Put simply, it's like needing 2 keys to open a treasure chest. Even if a bad guy manages to steal your first key, your password, they still can't get in without that second key. And that second key might be a code that gets sent right to your phone. It's a seriously strong defense. Okay, so you've met the villains, you've started your training. Now we get to the really creative part, turning all of this knowledge into an actual playable arcade game. I want you to think of it like this. Every single cyber threat in the real world, well, that's a potential game obstacle. A dangerous computer virus becomes a scary-looking enemy sprite in your game. A tricky, deceptive email becomes a trap that you have to dodge. See how it works? And it works the other way too. Every cyber defense skill you learn in Grok becomes a player power-up. That skill of creating a really strong password in your game, that could be a powerful shield. Learning how to spot a scam, that could be a special vision mode for your hero. And check this out. This shows you exactly how it works. A phishing email attack, that becomes a game where you have to dodge falling enemy emails that try to steal your points. A weak password threat, that turns into a challenge where you collect letters and numbers to build a long, powerful shield. A malware attack could be a maze where you have to get to the end without touching any of the virus sprites. The possibilities are totally endless. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, okay, this is cool, but it's just a school project. But the skills that you're learning here are about so much more than just getting a good grade or designing a fun game. They have a real-world high score. So let me ask you straight up, after everything we've just talked about, do you still think this is just a game? These threats, these defenses, they are not imaginary. They're very, very real. Take a look at this number, 7,500. That's not a high score in a game. That is the actual number of people whose personal information was accessed in a cyber breach at Western Sydney University just this year. That's real people, real data, and real consequences. So, the bottom line is this. The defensive skills you're learning in Grok, the ones you're about to design into your game, are the exact same skills used by professionals every single day to stop system crashes and protect thousands of people from having their private information stolen. What you're doing right now really matters.
And with this kind of power comes a big responsibility. At the very heart of cybersecurity is a pretty basic ethical code. You protect information, you don't steal it, you build trust, you don't deceive people. Whether you're designing a hero or deciding to play the villain in your game, understanding this basic idea of digital citizenship is just so important. All right, we've covered the villains, we've gone through the training, and we know why it all matters so much. I think it's time to officially accept your mission as a digital defender. So let's wrap this all up with your final briefing.
Here's your final checklist. First, get in there and complete your training in Grok Learning. Build that toolkit. Next, brainstorm your game. Who's your hero? Who are the villains? What can they do? Then you get to bring it all to life using MakeCode Arcade. And finally, you're going to reflect on the cool cybersecurity concepts you built right into your game. So, there you have it. You've got the skills, you've got the mission, you understand the threats, and you know how to build the defenses. The only question left is, what kind of digital world are you going to build? Will it be a fortress of security or a clever maze of traps? It's time to get creating, digital defenders. Good luck.